This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi. Today we have part 2 of the Jordan Decades collection. If you wanted to keep up with our entire series, please subscribe to the channel as we're doing this everything leading up to the Jordan 30 coming out on January 14th. Let's get into it. Part 2 of the Decades collection is going to consist of 3 shoes from 3 different decades. We're going to have the Chicago 2, the Playoff 12, and the 22, which has no name and personally is my least favorite Jordan of the entire line. The Jordan 2 is in my top 5 favorites, but actually is very disregarded in the community. Mostly because Jordan barely wore this because this is one of the only years he was injured in his professional career. Now this was the first Nike to have full-length air unit, which wasn't really repeated until the Jordan 11 9 years later. It also was the first Nike shoe made in Italy. Now what made this really unique was you have the wing sign and you have the Nike. But this is the only shoe that I know of that has no branding from Nike or Jordan in the Jordan line as far as the Jumpman logo or swoosh. The most notable Jordan 2 is actually the Don C collaboration. He actually chose it for historic Italian roots and actually being the first shoe that over 28 years ago took into account not only performance but actually fashion. And as far as the cushion on these, Jordan really didn't even get close to this until they got to the Jordan 10 when they started introducing Phylon. The Jordan 12 is coming up and almost 20 years old. It actually was the very first Jordan and or Nike to use a full-length Zoom Air. Even by today's standards, they're incredibly comfortable, and the only shoe that even comes close to it nowadays, or that you can even buy, is the KD8. Now, the Jordan 12 is also noted as being one of the most durable Jordans ever made. Super thick midsole or outsole. The quality on the leather is amazing. Full-length carbon fiber shank. And just as a testament on how good it is, this is actually my original pair from back in the day that does need some loving, don't hate, but still super comfortable and still wearable. Now, the craftsmanship is noted as being some of the best and it's taken to the next level. The most recent PSNY collaboration has taken that and used an all suede upper on the newest 12 that was just released. And again, this leather, the quality, is part of the best craftsmanship Jordan has ever done. Now the 22, I'd love to give you some history in detail, tell you about the inspiration, but this is my least favorite Jordan. They try to use the inspiration from a fighter jet. You can see the camo. They said this is from a glass cockpit. This supposedly is titanium coated shank plate. This is, again, supposedly a titanium lace lock, where mostly it's plastic. But this was released in 2005, 2006, and at that time, if you're a hooper, you were playing in the Huarache 2K4 or 2K5s. I'm sorry, you weren't playing in these. These were too expensive. The performance may have been there. They actually did, for the first time, look at the 22s and improved on the 21s in every way. They did use the reverse cushioning, or switchable cushioning from the Zoom to the Air, as well as they took a look at the weight, and this is the first time they had a concentration on making the shoe lighter, which is a constant theme going forward all the way now to the 30, which is supposed to be the lightest Jordan coming out. So the Jordan 2 is now coming up on 30 years actually, Jordan 12 at 20 years, and Jordan is doing a new collection with the poster pack coming out, with the Master 12 and the Wing It 2, both of which I'm hoping to collect, and both models I absolutely love and are in my top 5. Now, if the Decades collection did come out, just like every single pack, there's one you want to sell, like the Brazil 6 and the CP3 6, that went straight to eBay. The 22 is probably one in this pack that not many people would want to keep, but for my collection, I still do enjoy it. We do have part 3 coming at you with the coveted 3s, the 13s, which are my favorite, and the 23s were actually very collectible and still have a high regard for the craftsmanship they put in it. Look forward to next time. Please like this video, subscribe, comment, let us know your thoughts, and look forward to next time.